Hey.
Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's a cheers.
Here. Mr. Wonacott.
Yes.
What is this podcast called?
Consistently good.
Hey!
Yeah.
This is
Welcome to
Consistently
Consistently
Good.
Good.
Just
Episode
like your
1.
band.
Yeah, hey!
Just like your band.
Well, it's consistently off, just like our band. That's
That's why we're, yeah.
Well, what are we at? 113. And we are joined by musician extraordinaire. You know him from, I don't know, let's name
Bristol
a million
and
things.
Memory.
There's Bristol,
Yeah.
there's Finch, there's
His own illustrious solo career.
Yeah.
there's Thousand Lights, there's Speak Truth.
Speak the truth,
Uh-huh.
even if your voice shakes.
That's right.
That's the full name. And that's
It's
pretty
Daniel
much it.
Wonacott, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Long time coming.
Yeah.
Meaning to have you on for a long time.
Thanks for
Yeah.
cruising through.
Yeah. Well, I was waiting until you guys finished the studio.
I know. I know.
I wasn't going to go
He ain't gotta
to
go
the
to
other
Gemini.
place. You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying?
You deserve better. No, you're 100% right. You deserve better than that. Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
That's why we didn't even ask.
That's true.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
true.
I
We were
appreciate it.
I don't think there ever was a conversation about it. We were just kind of on the same page. It's like,
Yeah.
We know we need to ask Daniel to be
No,
on.
we knew there's a certain group of people
Yeah.
that we work with or friends with, and we're like, let's not bring him to Gemini. I don't want to. I don't want to have to bring
Yeah.
people to Gemini.
We already have this in
Yeah.
the works. It's gonna be better.
Right.
It'll be
It's like we
more-
were staying with our parents, and now we have our own place.
That's
Nice.
basically what it is.
So now we
Yeah.
can have overnights.
Yeah. Sleepovers. Here we go.
Well, how have you been? How it's I don't
Good.
know the last time we saw you in the Faces.
At a show, maybe? No.
For me, it was at Rory's
Is this
place.
pre-demic though?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it's-
maybe.
it's
Mid-demic.
during- no.
Did you guys cruise over to Rory's one time?
4th of July.
4th of July,
That's
maybe.
what it was.
Yeah.
Blew
Yeah.
things
Well,
up.
not this past summer. I
Not
was
this past
gone.
one.
That's
It was.
right.
It's been.
Yeah.
It's been
A year?
at least a year since we
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
you.
We've
Hey.
been emailing and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
shit.
About it.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
How's your year been?
Good. I mean, I guess as good as it can be
I guess
for
so.
anybody
Yeah.
right now.
Mhm.
But
For sure.
I did some epic stuff.
Yeah. I've been seeing what Bristol just did. Angel Stadium. That was a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
We played Angel Stadium.
Hell
Not a full, Bristol concert. It was
Sure.
an event.
How many songs?
Yeah.
What's that?
How many songs did you do?
We did 2 sets.
Nice.
So
okay.
I don't know. We repeated a couple songs.
Okay.
'cause-
Killer.
All right. The way the event worked was
Yeah,
it was,
yeah. No,
it was
give
like
us the whole lowdown.
there was a 5K Angels like charity event, right?
Awesome.
And so as the runners were going through, we would be playing. So we
Nice.
played for like 2 30-minute sets basically.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's great.
So
Wait,
we didn't feel too bad about repeating songs
Sure.
because
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
runners were only going by once. You know what I mean?
They're 5K away, man.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Promote the songs you want to
That
promote.
reminds
Yeah.
me of,
Yeah.
I think it was Roger from Less Than Jake says, like, it was at a Warped Tour set. It was the last song of the set. I think they were playing last 2. Roger just goes, as soon as we play this song, I want you all to run away from this stage. as fast as possible. Just start leaving as soon as we start playing.
It was a familiar feeling
Yeah, I was like,
to be
yeah.
playing and having people
Just
run
people
the
run.
opposite direction.
Yeah, just as soon as you start.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this.
It's just another show.
Yeah.
Oh, you're keeping them alive though, feeding them energy on that. But you
Yeah,
still got to hear that kick drum through the stands and stuff.
Yeah, it was
That's dope.
the coolest thing was that after the show, we got to go out onto the field and play catch,
I saw that.
like
yeah.
in center field.
Yeah, yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It was very cool. And I'm
fucking
not even a baseball guy.
Sure.
Like,
Right.
I can't even sit through a baseball game.
Right.
Like I didn't play baseball as a kid.
Right.
But
Wait,
I can throw a ball.
Even
Yeah.
in
You know?
stadium, you're gonna leave early.
What's that?
In stadium baseball
Was there a
game.
game that night?
Are you?
No.
If you
Oh, maybe there was. I don't know.
if someone takes you to a baseball game,
Yes.
you're not even gonna stay to the end. You're just like,
I don't know. Maybe. That's right. It's questionable.
Depends how good the game is.
Yeah. It
it
kind of
depends on what
depends how
tomorrow
good-
morning is.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
get up, or
If you got a good parking spot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
If you know you're gonna be socked in and stuck in traffic, you might as well stay.
Okay. Are you
to the
any
end of the
sport?
game.
Do you like any?
I'm a big golfer.
Okay.
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 You
grew up
watch
playing-
golf.
I watch a lot of
Okay.
golf.
Oh.
So my MO is to be sitting at home editing, mixing, whatever. And on my iPad, I have the golf channel on.
Hell yes.
You know, volume down, but I'm watching the tournament.
You're one of my few friends,
good.
I think, who actually likes golf.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
I have that many others.
Yeah.
Well,
I grew up playing golf.
Oh, here comes some follow-up questions.
Because
all
my
right.
mom was a LPGA pro in the
Come on.
70s. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
super cool.
when I was a kid, I would either get dropped off or picked up after school and have to go to the golf course and wait till my mom was done teaching. And so I'd just sit there and play,
Hell
hit
yeah.
balls, play 9 holes, play 18 holes, whatever.
What's your lifetime average?
Uh,
Look at that. It's really
What's your
serious.
handicap?
so-
It gets
Do
really
you have
serious.
a handicap?
well, nowadays it's not that great. I may be a 9 or a 10.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I was a scratch golfer, so I was shooting even par.
That's
so.
fucking
Sweet.
Yeah, it was-
hardcore.
it was
That's
super
I was a
fun.
caddy.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I was caddy at a country club, and man, to see anyone be a scratch golfer, even at a country club, was pretty.
Yeah,
fucking
no, I was serious.
difficult.
I lived and breathed golf until I was maybe like 14.
Nice. Did your
And
school
then-
have a team or anything?
What's that?
Did your school have a team or anything, or were you
Yeah.
just doing it on your own?
No, I
both.
played. I played
both.
on the high school team.
Hell yeah, yeah.
And then
Wait, shout out high school.
Temecula High School. Fuck that place.
Shout out, but they had a golf.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Fair enough.
yeah.
Just
But did you do you still know any of the golf team guys?
No, I don't.
All right.
I talked to maybe two
Okay.
people that I went to high school with.
It happens.
Okay.
Yeah, Temecula is a really
high school's
strange.
high school, man.
Shout
Like,
out
not
Nick.
fun
I
place.
think that's all I got really.
Nice. But I got kicked off the golf team because I had a mohawk at the time.
Lame.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're not
Well,
fitting the
it wasn't
guidelines,
just
man.
that. Like, I was going to band practice instead of golf practice after school. Is
Wait,
way
you
more-
said
way
golf
more
until
important.
about
Yeah, you said
a.
Yeah,
14,
14,
so
15.
That's only like freshman year
Yeah.
then. So you didn't do all 4 years, or
No, I went through my sophomore year,
Okay, gotcha.
and that's when things really started to go downhill between me and the coach.
Yeah.
And I was a real dick about it at one point. I was like, "You need my score, dude. I don't need to come to practice."
fuck yeah.
And
Were you
that-
easily the best on the team?
It was me and one other guy.
Okay,
We were
yeah.
both scratch golfers.
stars, yeah, okay.
And the coach after a while was just like, "You know what, Wonacott? You're
You're
fucking out of here." It was great.
Hell
It was
yeah.
great.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's an illustrious golf career. but
Yeah. That's all I
awesome.
needed.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
great. Okay, so how early were you swinging the club?
Like 3.
Yeah, you had a
Four.
kid set.
Yeah, like the little.
He's like, no, full size.
Yeah. I was a tall kid.
I had 2 over average. That was.
Yeah.
They just set the ball up 6 feet from me, and
Yeah.
That's great. Well, then, as a tour player, did you go on the road to any of these
No,
events?
before my
she said-
brother and I were born,
Gotcha.
she did a
She was
stint
pro
on
in the
LPGA.
70s.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
rad.
Yeah. It was pretty rad.
What's the name?
Melissa Wonacott. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
God, great. Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Googling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All her stats.
That's right.
No, she was. She's a fantastic golfer, but
Yeah.
she didn't win
she's
anything.
pro.
Yeah.
She was.
The
she
fact
was,
that
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
pro means
Yeah.
she's in the fucking
Yeah.
top tier already.
Yeah.
Does she still play?
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
A little bit. Yeah.
Still gets out every other weekend or so.
Yeah, a little less than that, but tennis elbow issues, stuff like that.
How often do you get out?
Oh, I've been trying to play more.
Did
so
pandemic help or hurt?
It helped. Me and my buddy Brad, who lives in Claremont, we try and get out at least twice a month, maybe 3 times a month. So
That's still good.
it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local course or switch it up?
Local course in San Dimas.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the nicest course you've ever played?
When I was a kid, PGA West and.
Okay. I don't know shit. I'm just
yeah,
asking
yeah.
the question. You're gonna say these things, and I'm gonna be like,
So
okay.
it's a
Yeah.
PGA course that they
Yeah.
play on the tour,
Hell
like
yeah.
on the circuit. I played that one, and then one in San Diego. I went to the Junior World Championship tournament
Hell yeah.
when I was like 11. That was at La Costa in San Diego.
Sweet.
Yeah, I thought I was like big shit. I was like, I qualified for Junior World, which is a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah.
And then I went there and very quickly like cracked under pressure and came in like second to last.
Oh,
It was great. Yeah.
It was great. It was great.
It was a learning experience. there.
Sure. Yeah. You got
I mean,
humbled.
Yeah.
Definitely, especially when you're a kid.
When you're a kid, you don't know any different.
Yeah.
And
you
then
don't- until you
then
start
the,
losing.
the mohawk Mohawk just starts to come in
Yeah.
slowly.
Just starting to
Just
come
yeah,
out. Yeah.
piece
just
by
not
piece.
seeing it.
Yeah.
Mohawk.
Yeah.
So then
His
by
coach is calling. He's just denying the call.
13, 14, you're Mohawking it and you're doing bands.
Yeah.
So when did you start playing instruments, and then when did you get in bands?
10 and 11, I started playing guitar.
Guitar first.
Yeah.
First
Okay.
guitar.
Well, no, I guess we took piano lessons as kids.
Okay.
But I didn't take the piano lessons. My brother did. My brother's like a concert pianist. He's incredible.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Um,
What's the age?
he's a year older than me.
A year older. Got
Yeah.
it.
And so, or a year and a half. But so he went like the Chopin, Gershwin, Beethoven route. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
like playing all that shit by ear.
Great.
Like he's insane.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really good. And then I was in the garage like playing Dead Kennedys and Green Day and Chili Peppers. And,
Older brother, younger brother.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Everything that he was not going to be playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he ever
exactly.
join you? Did you ever jam together?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We our first band was,
It was-
me
yeah.
and my cousin Nate, who's the singer of Finch, and then my brother and my older cousin Matt. So there was 4 of us growing up. We were
Sick.
like a gang.
Hell yeah.
And so we had all kinds of different garage bands.
Hell yeah.
We started writing our own songs right away.
Of course.
Great.
Because it was
Yeah.
difficult to learn other people's songs.
Yeah.
You know, like
Wait, then how old are you when you are writing your first songs?
I have a cassette of when I was maybe 11. We wrote like 6 or 8 songs, and we had a little. It wasn't even a 4-track. It was literally just like a tape recorder
Yeah.
where you could,
Right, right.
record.
Just
Big
start
giant
going.
gray
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Capture sound in general.
And we had like a little drum set, and then so we would stage. We'd put the recorder like at one end of the room, and then we'd put the drums as far away as possible,
Yep.
and then the guitar amps, the little practice amps a little closer, and then we didn't have any microphones or anything, so we would just stand in front of the
And
recorder
yell?
and yell and sing into it.
Very sophisticated
So we
for
tried to
11-year-olds.
stage
Badass.
we tried to like do live mixing
Yeah.
of like
Into one
physical
microphone.
mixing
Yeah.
into the and
Was
it
that
worked.
was that kids' logic? You're like, well, this is loud, so it should be back
I guess maybe I don't know. Like, it just made sense. I
Yeah.
guess, I
I'm
guess.
sure you. I'm sure you just put it.
Well,
in,
it was
in the middle.
probably trial and error, to be honest.
Yeah,
now that
okay.
I'm thinking about it, it's like we
Exactly.
would record something and be like, "That sounds like shit."
Yeah.
I can't
Move
hear
those
anything.
drums,
Yeah, yeah.
Get
It's
the
all
drummer
kick
the
drums.
fuck out of here.
Put him in the next room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I just love the fact that you're no vocal mic, so you're yelling into
yeah,
the mic.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
Kids.
That's the best.
It was great.
How
But
many-
it was originals. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's just you and your brother to start off, did you call yourselves a band name? Did you wait for other people to join in?
I think the first name was I think it was the decafinated teabags. Maybe.
I love
That's fantastic.
That's
yeah,
a very good
yeah.
one.
If that's not the first, that's
That's a still
That
a
is
good
the
one.
first, I think.
I
yeah.
love that. Yeah.
Um,
But did it last long?
That's some punk shit.
It is.
that's literally just like us fucking around at home. We
Okay.
never played a gig or anything. That's just like kids like doing shit.
Yeah.
And then I played drums in a ska band in high school. I played bass for a band. I played.
So you just had a bunch
guitar.
of instrument equipment just at the house at all times.
My dad bought us 2 guitars, and then I wanted to learn how to play drums. And so my dad painted houses in the summer for extra money. He was a butcher. And then, so he would get off early.
Shout
He
out,
was-
Dad.
Yeah, he was
Come
he was
on.
doing like the early shift, in at like 3 a.m.,
Yeah.
off at 2 p.m., and then
Yeah.
he'd paint a couple houses throughout the year to earn extra money. to
Gangster.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So he said, if you want a drum set, you got to help me paint this house. And I'm 12, 13 years
Right.
old or something like that. And so
Yeah.
I'm out there painting houses, trying to figure it out. And we bought, through the classified ads, like a $200 piece of shit drum set.
Fantastic.
No, that's the best.
And so we had drums, guitar, and then little practice amps. And
Yeah.
it stayed like that for a long time.
Great.
Until maybe we were working age, 16, 17. We had odd jobs, and we started spending all
Yeah,
of our
yeah.
money on
Yeah.
music gear, and then nothing's really changed since.
And then the snowball
Yeah, the
effect.
snowball
yeah.
effect.
And then the Mohawk girl.
Yeah.
So then I'm assuming it's it sort of just consume all of your time, right? Then
Oh, yeah.
golf was no longer any kind of priority?
No, it became just a fun family activity. I would go play with my parents every once in a while.
Right.
But by the time you're in high school, you've got your own life and you're doing shit you want to do. And
Sure.
my
Music
parent-
won out.
Yeah, my parents were busy off working and shit, so we just ran hog wild.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, it's the best way to grow up, dude.
Yeah.
My parents were the same way.
Yeah,
Just like,
very little supervision.
yeah,
Come
home before it gets dark, or call me and tell me where you
Yeah.
are.
yeah, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
So musically speaking, what did your folks raise you on? Like what did you grow up listening to? Because a Mohawk happened, but what was before the Mohawk?
Country music before. My parents are big country music fans, so I grew up with Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash, and there wasn't a lot of music in the house.
Yeah.
So my parents weren't like record collectors. They weren't always listening to the radio or anything.
That's
So-
an interesting shift because they give you all of these instruments.
Yeah, my parents.
They encouraged it.
Yeah, they were super
Yeah.
cool about it.
Yeah.
My mom was the type of person.
Yeah,
like,
they got you piano lessons.
Yeah.
Did
like,
you want piano lessons, or was that just kind of a thing that they're like, you're gonna?
I
take
think
piano?
that was
Yeah.
like the thing,
Uh-huh.
something to do,
Right.
like learn something extracurricular,
Mhm.
whatever. But my mom was the type of person where we didn't have coloring books in the house because she didn't want us to like learn how to like color in the lines. All we had was blank paper, and like if you want to draw or color, like just make it up.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that was like
Great.
from very early on. It was
Be
encouraged
creative.
Yeah.
to be creative.
Sweet.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
That is the most simple fork in the road. That
Yeah.
example, that
Yeah.
one
Yeah, it just blew
example.
my mind with the coloring
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
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 That's kind of true.
That's
Yeah.
a hell of a lady. Shout out, Mom. I
yeah,
love that.
no, she had
chat.
vision. She's a good person. We're still like best friends, so it's great.
Good.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
Well, shout out, Mom. Hi.
Shout out all
Yeah.
moms.
If you're
Yeah.
checking this out on the YouTube, skip
Oh,
the
yeah, she's
ad.
watching this.
Go ahead and skip the ad. We don't. None of us
Don't-
need that. Don't
don't
worry
comment.
about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't comment.
I'll call you later.
Actually, get up and check the rolls because we have to do we have to do advertising of our
Yeah,
own.
yeah. Oh,
This
yeah.
was your choice. We're in. We're in.
whiskey
He said
land,
just
yeah.
any whiskey,
Any whiskey.
and I was like, well, that's
Pretty broad.
I'm not a picky person. I'm not much of a drinker.
okay.
Just
Yeah,
whatever.
that's fine.
I've got no problem with drinking,
mhm.
but when it comes to choice with beer or liquor,
Whatever's
I just don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just not important to
That's
me.
great.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's
that's
a good place
That's
to be.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a coffee addict, right?
Oh,
like I
okay.
drink like gallons of coffee a day.
Mm. See,
But
then-
I don't care what kind of coffee it is.
Oh.
Like, it's totally unimportant to me.
What if then on your repeat episode we do some coffee drinks? Some
yeah.
boozy coffee
Oh,
drinks.
there you go.
You
Ah,
know,
so
you know.
There you go.
Come
Yeah.
on.
White Russians.
Yeah.
All right, so in like 6 months we'll email
All right.
about it. Yeah,
All
right.
right.
We'll get
Sounds good.
Nescafe, dude. Just
Yeah.
So but that all being said, you did say any whiskey. If you have to choose a whiskey, what's it gonna be?
I guess Bullet
Okay.
or Glenlivet
Sure.
or Maker's Mark. Or,
Okay,
You know,
okay.
it's like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, those are all good.
Well, we
Those are all
opted
good.
we opted for the Gentleman Jack. I don't
It's
know.
great.
I think it's because Jack Daniels is the rock and roll standard, but
Yeah.
Gentleman.
This is a
Yeah.
gentleman.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
This,
great.
is
yeah.
this is a gentleman's podcast.
We're gentlemen in
Yeah.
love tonight. Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Consistently, gentlemen.
Consistently polite.
There's a little spriggle on the end. So then, now I gotta know, before you even like started playing shows,
Yeah.
you're in bands, you're already writing songs
Yeah.
on a just a sound recorder,
Yeah.
yeah. So then, when did it shift? And you're like, okay, now I really want to like fucking play shows, and like now I really want to write
Well,
music and sell some fucking records or something.
in Temecula, it was there was no place to play.
Yeah,
It was
Pachanga?
it's suburban. No, it didn't even exist.
right.
Like
Yeah.
you know,
Wasn't there yet.
it wasn't
Yeah.
really there yet. It was suburban hell, and so what we would play was high school parties,
House parties. Yeah.
backyard parties.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There were some churches in the area that you could go get a gig at. On a youth group night or something. They would let whatever band play.
Family friendly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a couple bowling alleys where you could throw some shows. There was a big hardcore scene in Riverside County at the time.
Still is.
Yeah, 18 Visions and Zayo
There you
and
go.
all those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
yeah.
Went to
Zayo.
a lot of those shows, like bowling alley shows, and
Bowling
Yeah.
alley. Yeah.
I-
Showcase Theater in Corona was like the
Showcase.
only place you could see a real show,
Showcase.
at
Yeah.
least for within driving distance,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, for a high school kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we kind of, I guess we started going to shows is what happened.
Right.
And then it's like,
Seeing
I
real
want to
shows,
do
That.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's what it takes.
Yeah, so my first show was like face to face, Less Than Jake, and
You already answered a question that we would have asked you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Face
Sick
to
of It
face
All.
and sick of it
Sick
all.
of it all.
At, where it at?
Yeah.
At
the
Showcase?
Soma
At Soma.
in San Diego.
Dope.
Yeah, that
Man, I
was
haven't thought
maybe
about
when
any
I
of those
was
bands in so long. but
yeah
they're
maybe
all
when I
amazing.
was 14,
How dare
15,
you? Less Than
something like
Jake
that.
just
Sick.
played.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah,
the
I was just
first show?
yeah,
Oh, you're hooked.
yeah.
Hooked forever.
Yeah, at that point, it's just like I want to do that.
Yep.
The whole room is buzzing. You can
Yeah.
feel the
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
taste
It wasn't,
the
you know,
sweat.
you can feel the toilets
Yeah.
over there, you know, like the whole room.
like as much as like you know, I had
face to
a
face.
fine
lesson.
childhood and my parents were supportive. We didn't go to concerts. We didn't
Uh-huh.
go to Disneyland.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
my parents were very working class. Like
Yeah.
they weren't spending extra money on
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really get exposed to any sort of like live concert situation
Right.
until I could hop in a buddy's car and go to a concert and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
pay the $5 or $10 to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
in, you know? So
Hell
that was,
yeah.
yeah,
What a
that
good
was,
first concert.
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Less Than
yeah,
Jake's like one of my all-time favorite bands.
yeah,
Yeah.
What a good
still,
first show.
yeah.
From what I know
I
of
mean, you've solved the answer of how did the mohawk happen? Like
Yeah,
that's pretty
yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, yeah. Well, really, it started with my neighbor's older brother. We would like steal or dub his tapes. Right?
Yes.
So we were like 12, 13,
Yeah.
maybe 11.
You'd burn his CDs, you'd get his
Yeah.
library, whatever the kids
yeah,
want to
so
call
we
it.
would sneak into his room and steal his tapes.
Sure. Okay.
So
Yeah, yeah.
it was like Soundgarden, Chili Peppers, Dead Kennedys, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
just a big, you know, MTV catalog
Yeah, yeah.
kind of like whatever was going on 180 minutes. Like
Yeah.
he had those tapes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And so, and Jane's Addiction was a big one for me.
Fuck. Yeah.
Okay, now I got to sidestep real quick because
yeah.
now we're already getting in here.
Yeah.
First record you bought with your own money.
It was either, well, it was probably because I didn't have enough money to buy a full album usually. So I would buy singles.
Hell yeah.
The single cassettes from Warehouse in the used bin. So I think it was Guns N' Roses. What's the Terminator 2 song?
Ooh.
Cry for Me Tonight. Oh, no. Oh, you could be mine.
You Could Be Mine.
You could be
Yeah, and
mine.
Civil War was on the
And
B side.
Civil War
Yeah,
was on
yeah.
Oh my God.
And then very quickly, I kind of moved on from like the Guns N' Roses glam stuff.
Sure.
Not because I knew whether it was cool or not, but
Yeah.
because like you know,
Here's the thing.
Just hardcore's more fun.
well, this was like 92, 93.
That's about
so
when it's about to happen.
everything
Yeah.
was changing at that
Yeah.
point,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah.
unbeknownst to me.
Right,
You know,
right.
Nirvana and,
Had
and
just happened,
Pumpkins and everything
was
like
happening.
now was available to a suburban kid.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like I think the next record I bought was probably Nothing Shocking by Jane's Addiction.
There you go.
I
Great.
think probably Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Great.
And then
Yeah, you got in that wave.
Yeah,
Ka-chung.
That's
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
SoCal wave right
yeah,
there.
Core
Yeah.
by Stone Temple Pilots. All
Probably-
the 91, 92, 93
Mhm.
records.
Sweet.
And then very quickly got like, you know, started reading all the liner notes and was like,
Sure.
oh shit, who's the Clash? You know,
Yeah.
who's this? Who's that? So and
Liner
then-
notes, man.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
depth of
notes,
liner
man.
notes just
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
still like I miss it so much.
Yeah.
I learned about most of the bands I know about
Yeah,
from liner notes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, when a band would thank certain bands or
Yeah, that's
call
literally
out their influences, it was
any of
like
them.
that was like
Any
the
of
real
them.
shit.
Yeah.
Or just opening it all up and just reading the lyrics while you're going along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually knowing the fucking song
Yeah.
title, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a big
Actually
deal.
knowing the song
Yeah.
I barely know
Yeah.
our songs.
Yeah.
I know. Me
yeah.
too. Sometimes I don't know 'em.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, you know, which
The
is
world is changing.
it's not necessarily changed for the bad, for the worse.
No,
but
it's just
different.
changed.
Yeah.
Progression.
Yeah.
Now it's all on your phone.
Yeah.
And on Google. And
Yeah, I mean,
want lyrics
all the
for
information's there. I mean, that's the kind of good thing is like, no, like only musicians cared about liner notes. Even,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
only the people who wanted to know were
Yeah.
reading them.
Yeah.
So, if that information's still readily available, you can look up the producer to any track.
Yeah.
Just go on a wiki page.
Go to
You're
Google,
there.
yeah.
Totally. I do like that Spotify now is like, you can look up the credits.
That is cool.
Sue the songwriter as a
Yeah.
producer,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't even know that.
Like for a long time, like that shit wasn't available, and for me and my business, it's like that's all
why
I
you're
like,
doing it,
dude.
yeah.
Just write my name on the song, please.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like so I can tell someone 10 years from now, I worked on that. You
Yeah,
know?
I need the credit.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
the credit, sir.
Yeah. Doing it for exposure.
Yeah,
Whee!
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I did it for free.
Well, I like working with like you guys. Like, I did a decent amount of
Yeah,
work
that's
for
also
you for free
We haven't
because
even mentioned that yet. He's produced a couple of our tracks.
yeah, well, because I'm a fan of your band.
Aw, thanks, man.
and as any musician,
Mm-hmm.
like
Bro to bro, dude.
you want to
Yeah.
practice your craft. So
Yeah.
like it's like cool, great band.
Mhm.
Like let's like work on songwriting, let's work on tones, let's work on mixing, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Come in, let's do some work.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's just
not
a good
everything
time.
has to be about money.
Yeah.
Hell
Flexing
no.
muscles
Oh, what do we
is
got
always
there? Ice?
necessary.
Nice, nice. Yeah,
I could
so
use
I
another
got
hit.
into. I'll take a little bit more. Yeah,
The Iceman.
I quickly got into punk rock for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, first
What-
show fucking face.
Yeah.
Those bands you
Yeah.
just mentioned.
Yeah.
Do you have a hierarchy of favorite punk rock bands? Because you're saying like Face to Face, but then you're also saying Clash is like
Yeah.
Yeah, the Clash really, really grabbed me. Like,
as they should, right?
yeah,
Joe
I
Strummer
think
right on that elbow,
There you
baby.
go.
Yeah. I think I very quickly kind of became like less impressed with the rinse and repeat
The actual
punk
like,
rock.
musicality of it. Yeah.
Because if you want, you got Green Day, you got the Ramones. Like you
Yeah.
can hear pop punk,
Everywhere.
Yeah.
the Descendants. Like you have it.
Yeah.
And the Clash grabbed me because it's so eclectic.
Yeah. Very
And
weird.
it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, you can do, like punk rock's not about like four chords and being angry. It's about freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah, it's about choices.
yeah, and so the Clash is probably the best example of like, well, fuck you, I'm gonna do it.
It's a very good point.
Like we're
Yeah.
gonna do like a triple record that's full of reggae and
Yeah.
hip hop beats.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
gonna love it.
And you're gonna love it,
Yeah,
Sharif don't like it.
Yeah, yeah,
Dude.
Well, rock the castle.
yeah.
They have the ballsiest recordings ever, right?
Yeah,
Even that,
yeah.
like with all these jet fighters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
great.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is punk
They
rock. That's-
brought disco in. They brought reggae in. They
Yeah.
brought a lot to punk
Yeah.
rock.
yeah.
It's
We owe
also
them a
stuff
lot
that
of
you
credit.
could probably play nowadays for like the younger generation.
Oh,
They'd
way
still
ahead of
like it.
yeah, way ahead of its
Look
time.
at Stranger Things. Look at what should
Yeah, yeah.
happen to Should or Stay or Should I Go
Yeah.
because of
Yeah.
literally a placement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt
crazy.
kind of lucky. The lady's dad put her on the Amazon album of the month, so she's getting vinyls in once a month. This one just came in. It was Leonard Cohen's first record, and the month before that was London Calling. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
No,
so
just-
got it good.
Yeah.
That's just one everyone's
Yeah.
gotta have.
Yeah.
I'm an amateur vinyl collector,
Right.
Me too.
and I tracked down a first UK print of London Calling a couple years ago,
Nice.
maybe 5 years ago. Or
Goodness,
something.
it's in good shape.
It's in great shape, and it sounds fucking fantastic. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of work.
That's
yeah.
God, that album
Great.
is just so incredible.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a fucking gem.
Yeah,
great.
and then I have the promo copy that got sent out to radio stations of Sandinista of the triple record.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool.
That's pretty
so,
cool too. Yeah.
Yeah, there was 1 or 2 years of my life where
Sandinista's a triple fucking.
yeah, well, it's triple vinyl.
Yeah. Right.
I think it's
probably
probably,
2 CDs.
probably 30 songs.
Yeah.
I think, but
1.5 CDs.
yeah. I think you could fit it all in one CD.
What's a CD?
Yeah. What is
yeah,
a CD?
yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
I haven't handled or used a CD in fucking 15 years.
No, actually, is it seriously? If it's a certificate of deposit, is that what it is? CDs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
bank
yeah,
account.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's CO.
It's no longer a compact disc.
That's
Cash
cash
on-
on demand.
yeah.
No, cash on
Delivery.
Yeah.
CD cock sticks.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah,
You got
did
it.
it.
That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The old CD. Wow. Okay.
Dude,
well,
I mean-
shit, man. I mean, that's a good answer for punk rock bands, because I mean, Yeah, I haven't really given them that much credit, but they deserve a lot for just in terms of influences. Like, the Clash brought in a lot of shit to punk.
Talk about anti-Ramones.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's kind of the
Yeah.
two schools of thought.
Yeah.
almost,
Definitely. It gives you a spectrum.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
weren't afraid of musicianship.
Yeah,
Right.
songwriting and
You can hear throughout their records they got better.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
way better.
Like
yeah.
a lot better.
Yeah,
Oh, that's such a
Yeah.
good dig.
Which I love the Ramones, but you know,
yeah.
they didn't necessarily get better.
No, they just cranked it out.
They just
Yeah.
cranked it out,
I
which
think-
is their thing.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
not a bad thing.
super impressive.
Can
Yeah.
you say the Locust got better?
The Locust has always been perfect.
I know, but
I saw
stayed-
the Locust.
they have stayed
at
perfect.
Chain Reaction in like maybe 2000, maybe 99. Like I don't know, but the first whatever they started, you know.
Sweet.
I love Locust.
Yeah,
But I will
fucking
say they've
awesome.
always been about this loud.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
the
The
same.
whole fucking time.
Yeah, yeah.
Every song.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All 16 seconds of it.
hey
Yeah.
man, punk. But like you said, it's not about
Yeah.
music. It's about freedom. Punk is just whatever you want it to be, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It
Punk is
just
punk.
it shows
Yeah,
you the
that's what-
spectrum, dude.
That's what grabbed me about it. And
Yeah.
that's like what stuck, you know.
Totally.
As a true believer, the
Mhm.
question is underrated, overrated, Blink-182.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a tough
Or just
one.
rated.
That's a tough one because I think that I think they have the proper amount of credit.
They are rated.
They're rated.
Okay.
I would agree with Daniel.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
I-
rated.
They cut their teeth.
I think they're fantastic songwriters. I
Yeah.
think that they
That's
figured.
another band you can hear they got better as they went on.
Yeah, yeah, and
you
I
listen to Cheshire Cat and then listen to
Yeah.
fucking Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
yeah.
Like,
I think the thing I really like about Blink is that they're both silly and serious at the same time,
Right.
and it doesn't take away from the fandom.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I listen to Blink, all I hear is The Cure. Like,
yeah, especially
It's,
the self-titled album.
yeah, I mean,
They got fucking Robert Smith on there.
yeah,
songs.
but
Yeah.
like, you know, they have that silly, serious thing that The Cure has,
Uh-huh.
and it's just like a pop punk version of The Cure without all the goth stuff.
Yeah. A
Necessarily.
little more silly.
Yeah. But yeah, big Blink fan.
Yeah.
You know, love them.
Yeah.
I think they did it right.
Okay.
You know.
What do you think about NoFX?
I
Let's just name
love.
punk rock bands.
Okay, so
Just it's like
So-
water testing,
Yeah.
right?
so one of my favorite records ever is The Decline.
Okay.
The
I heard They Suck Live was one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I heard
yeah,
They Suck Live
yeah.
was very good. Yeah.
So I don't celebrate their whole catalog. I'm not like a huge NoFX fan.
Yeah.
Right.
I love what they do,
Yeah.
but The Decline really got me. It's the one 18-minute long song that's like a full record.
Yeah.
And like I would listen to it over and over and over again just to be like, how did you fucking do this?
Yeah.
I think I was really taken with the novelty of like, you know, you're not supposed to do this in punk rock.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to write a 2-minute long song, 3
Yeah.
minute long song, 1 minute long, and
Yeah.
like fuck you, we're gonna do an 18-minute long like
Yeah.
you know
Making it that
epic.
much more
Yeah.
punk rock.
Yeah, yeah, and like I think that's the deal with NoFX is they're
Sweet.
like they're always the guys that are taking the left turn. you know?
Yeah.
They're the
Which is
most
super
punk
cool.
rock.
I brought
punk
it up
rock.
because I know
Yeah.
growing up for me, that's what really got me into punk rock.
Yeah.
Because I was just like seeing them at Warped Tour. My cousins would be
Yeah.
listening to them and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the way that you came up too, I just wonder how that would.
Yeah, so
How you see
I
it.
first heard NoFX on one of their very first records in the early '90s, but I can't remember the record title.
Punk and Drublight.
No,
The
that's
one
not what-
before that.
What's before that one?
It was the one that was a little more metal. I can't remember it now.
God, yeah. It's I know the cover.
Yeah,
I can see the
yeah.
cover. Yeah.
Them and Lagwagon.
Lagwagon.
Lagwagon
Fuck
is by
yeah.
far one of my favorite pop punk bands
So-
ever.
That's
yeah.
underrated. Talk about underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Totally.
Yeah. Just
Super-
fantastic band.
just an
Liberal
incredible band.
animation.
Yep,
There you go.
that's the one.
Boom.
Yeah, and I was like semi unimpressed with that record for whatever reason as a kid. I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Do you know what year that album came out?
I don't know, 89,
88.
88.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I
Fuck.
probably discovered that at the same time I discovered Trashed, which is the Lagwagon, one of the
Yeah, Trashed is. But
the
that's
second
a little later, though.
Lagwagon record.
a
That's
little
probably
later,
early
yeah.
'90s. Yeah. But you know, as a kid, you know,
Well, whatever. It's all the same.
you're not
yeah.
keeping track
Yeah,
of
yeah.
release schedules.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
At
know,
all.
a friend of a friend
It's
has.
the same era.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got into like a lot of the Fat Record stuff for a minute, but Lagwagon really grabbed me.
Yeah,
Like,
Lagwagon's
I think
great.
I think
Lagwagon's
because lyrically Joey is like really
Very
fantastic,
honest. Yeah.
really fantastic. And then the drumming, I was an amateur
fuck.
drummer. Like the
Yeah.
drumming is like really fucking
I can't do
inspirational.
that.
Yeah.
I'm
sure you could.
Not for an hour. I
Yeah.
can do it for maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't play a set of that.
Yeah,
I can record some songs of that.
I mean, my biggest ambition as a kid was I wanted to be a really fucking great drummer.
yeah.
So I practice and practice and practice, and there was a point when I was a pretty good drummer,
Right. Right. Mhm.
but my wrist gave out. Like I started
Did
getting,
golf fuck it up, or did it fuck up golf? Or was
Yeah,
there
I'm not sure what happened,
Yeah.
but just between jacking off,
Mhm.
playing golf, and playing drums,
That's what everyone.
one
has
of
to
my
fight with.
wrists gave out.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, okay, like
Mhm.
if I keep playing drums, and I think I was just playing really fucking hard as a
That's,
kid.
Yeah.
And
that's what
I
everyone
did,
does.
and I wasn't taught
Yeah, yeah.
properly, so
Uh-huh.
I wasn't playing with any sort of real technique.
Right.
So
Was piano lessons the only lessons you took?
yeah, later in life, probably 20 years old, I was a pretty capable, accomplished guitar player, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Uh-huh.
I could only read tabs, but I didn't understand any music theory.
Gotcha.
So I went and took maybe 6 months of lessons from a classical guitar teacher,
Nice.
mostly just to learn.
Oh, this
music
is
theory.
C.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Oh, this is a triad.
Did-
You know,
did
this
then-
is my major scale.
Did you
minor
remember? Did anything from piano? Then no. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
scale. Yeah, whatever
Muscle memory.
learned
Everything.
as a kid on piano like disappeared and was rediscovered later. I guess.
It's locked away in the back.
Yeah.
Well, that's gotta be a trip though, because then like all these songs that you've learned throughout, now you're in you've been in a bunch of bands playing
Yeah.
gigs all the time.
Yeah.
So now you're like, oh shit, this is in D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I get it. That's why, you know.
Yeah. This is why I always hit this chord
Yeah,
after that
yeah.
chord. Yeah.
At some
Ah.
point, I connected all the dots with my music theory and started teaching guitar as a side gig.
There you
and
go.
stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah, because then you could like other way explain it too.
yeah.
Just in
I
case.
learned more by teaching than I did from.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Teaching is a good
yeah.
teacher.
Yeah, it reinforces everything in a way
Yeah.
that's like just different. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's how you know you're good at something is if you can teach it
Yeah,
to someone else.
exactly.
That means you have a level of competency.
Yeah.
I bet you also
Yeah.
get like students that run into a pothole that you didn't even think about.
Right.
So then you have to research
your perspective
it,
just
learn
changes.
more about
Yeah.
it yourself.
Totally.
And then
Yeah.
boom.
Or a student says like, I want to learn this song, and it's a song you've never heard of.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Oh,
Like,
I've learned a few new bands from students before. Like,
yeah, and it's
oh,
like,
it's a good
let me
band.
look that up. Let me figure that out. And it's like, oh, cool. I didn't know that
Yeah.
Robert Fripp fucking played that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my
I never studied King Crimson. So,
Hashtag for Petronics, like homeboy.
Hashtag new standard tuning, dude.
Yeah. Goes deep.
Yeah, dude,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
New standard. Fuck
Yeah, that's
you.
fun because then like the thirst for just more music. Because
Yeah.
it seems like as soon as like you were given the free reign to be like, all right, here's some music, your appetite you just started consuming as much as you could.
Yeah, it was a real obsession with guitar, with listening to music, and then
Did you start off on an acoustic or straight to electric?
acoustic for about a year.
Yeah.
And it's classic. Like my parents were like, "Cool, learn to play a couple songs on the old acoustic guitar in the corner."
Right. They
and
didn't
then,
even buy you one.
And then we'll
Yeah.
buy you an electric.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Cool.
And then I got my first Fender Stratocaster.
Yeah.
And Fender
Strat.
Practice Amp.
Yeah,
and
the package deal, right?
Yeah,
the thing.
Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
Squire pack.
Oh,
or whatever it was.
fantastic.
Squire, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
great.
Actually, it wasn't. It was a Fender. It was a Mexican-made.
Mexican Fender!
Yeah, Mexican Fender.
That's what
yeah.
I got.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's the good package.
Yeah.
Was it a Fender Frontman 15R?
It
The
was
amp. Sorry.
a Fender Champ,
Ooh.
but not the tube.
But
Like,
like
one of the fucking
But
reissue
they were calling
ones.
it. Was it Silver Grill?
Black.
Oh, it was black.
Yeah,
black
yeah.
champ.
None more.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, I'll look at it. I'll look at
Yeah.
it later.
Yeah.
I love like dating things. I love Fenders.
Yeah.
Like
Dude.
guitars and cars. If you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
if you have an obsession with those things, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, what year, what
Oh, yeah.
country?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm
What
very
would?
much.
Yeah.
I've sold many guitars I wish I would have not sold.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we've briefly
Yeah.
talked about this
Yeah.
once or twice.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah,
there's
it's the
like
life of a musician.
that's why there's
Yeah.
like 15 in this place that we're
Yeah.
in right now,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah, there's some
And
Stockpile.
At some
Yeah.
point in my late 20s, I decided I would never, ever sell a piece of gear ever again for whatever reason.
What?
Because I had sold away some stuff to pay rent
Yeah.
and fucking do
Yeah,
whatever.
okay, yeah.
That I really wish I hadn't sold.
This is like the thing I shouldn't ask, but what's the worst thing?
What's your
big.
biggest regret?
It's bad.
What's
Okay,
your-
I'll tell you mine real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gibson Firebrand.
Yeah, it's
I
it's
guess.
a
You told me
19
this.
1981 Gibson SG Firebrand. It's a
I
rare.
still give you shit for
They
this.
made like 500 of them,
wow.
Yeah.
and
Oh, wow.
the paint job is like sealed in fire. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
like So the it's like a natural grain,
I do
Yeah.
listen.
gorgeous, and then they just kind of like
They burned
seal it. And, yeah.
the Gibson.
The Gibson
Firebrand
logo
was
is burned into the
head.
headstock.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
gorgeous SG, like
Oh,
very
wow.
specific pickups for this model.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I drove out to fucking middle of nowhere to pick up this no-named. It's not even here right now because it's in such bad shape because
Yeah.
it's never seen the stage. It did a no-name microphonic Japanese 1960 whatever.
And you
No,
traded
and
for
I
it?
traded straight up.
Oh, that's
And I
right.
traded
Didn't even get money.
straight
Didn't even pay his rent.
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
No, didn't even pay rent. No, I just saw something that looked
Yeah.
funky and I said, I like that. I hate
Yeah.
this.
I think
Yeah.
I might have you beat.
You're just wrong.
Okay.
Oh shit! I can't wait.
I
can't wait.
I had a 1964 Gibson ES330.
What the fuck?
Um,
What did you do, Daniel? What did you do?
So it was. I
This is
found
mafia, wasn't it?
it. No, this was.
You got in too deep. You had to
okay,
hawk
so
it.
this is a very specific era in time that
Okay.
will never happen again.
Okay.
This is
I believe you.
right around when eBay was really kicking off, 2000, and people still didn't know the value of what they had
Right.
because you couldn't necessarily check, right?
Uh huh.
And so I bought this ES330 1964,
Oh, man.
gorgeous cherry red P90s, incredible guitar, trapezoid inlays. I mean the whole thing.
What you see in the movies.
Yeah, yeah. Not the 335. That's the Chuck Berry.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The 330 is the
No.
one without the slab that goes through the it's completely
Super
hollow body.
Yeah.
It's an incredible guitar. I bought it for $1,000, and it was worth
Oh my
maybe
God.
$3,000 at the
Yeah.
time.
Uh-huh.
Because I bought it off some junkie in Hollywood that had it on the recycler.com because he was probably
Ooh,
like
yep.
trying
Yeah,
to
trying to
fucking
score, yeah.
trying to score.
Yeah.
And then
The post itself had many typos.
yeah. And so
You mean this one that's 13 grand?
yeah, that's the one. Oh God! I wish you wouldn't have fucking looked it up.
And that's only very good.
Yeah.
That's in very good condition.
Yeah.
So what
As
happened?
as he refreshes it, it just goes up like
Yeah.
a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 5
All right,
minutes.
All right, this
Oof.
one's 6 grand.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All
So
right.
make it feel a little better.
Yeah.
All right.
So what
So,
happened?
beautiful guitar.
I had that until I was about 24.
Okay.
So maybe from 20 to 24, I owned that guitar, and it was beautiful,
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
amazing guitar. And then my band broke up at the time. That band was called Beta Factor.
Oh, I gotta get into the
Beta
history of bands.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
And then I held on to it for a while because obviously it's an amazing guitar.
Right.
And then when I got
Sorry.
at some point,
Fine.
I think I knew I was gonna get the Finch gig to play bass, and I sold that guitar to buy an Ampeg rig and a P bass
Okay.
or a
I
jazz
mean-
bass at the
I
time.
mean,
Okay.
Here's the thing.
it's not a bad thing.
So like it
Almost
went.
worth it.
It went
Almost.
It went towards securing the gig that
Yeah.
lasted me 10 or 12 years and made me plenty of money. It
Yeah.
was fine.
You can buy
Yeah.
another.
yeah.
You can almost rationalize it. You can
Almost.
almost. Yeah,
But
it's
still, at the end of
so
the day,
gorgeous.
after a band is said
after
and
Finch is
done and
over,
gone, it's like, man, I really want that fucking guitar back, you know?
You just need to go back, find that same junkie. I
Yeah.
swear he's got another one.
yeah. And then I sold a 1965 Fender Duo Sonic.
Oh boy.
Which wasn't a terrible
No.
sale. I got the money that it was worth because that was like the student model. It's not the
Okay.
Mustang.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
it was a gorgeous guitar.
I don't know that one.
They're still,
Yeah.
but they're still built. Those things are built like fucking trains. Like
yeah,
those
it's
things.
it was an incredible instrument.
yeah.
But I can't remember why I sold it. I was buying recording gear or something or whatever.
Do you have a favorite
different
favorite instrument that's lasted you all throughout these years? And you may not even play it regularly. You just
Oh no, I have my number one guitar is my 2006 60th anniversary Stratocaster that I got by hook and by crook because my buddy Johnny worked at Guitar Center at the time. This is like 2005. And they would release like the 2006 model like early
Yeah,
or whatever.
Cars and guitars.
Yeah.
Cars and guitars.
And he was like the shadiest fucking manager at this Guitar Center.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Shout out
and-
Garage Center.
yeah.
Center.
So he texted me and he's like, "Hey, if you have a bunch of gear you want to trade in, I can do this like basic like swap. So if you have an old wah pedal that sold for $129, but really it's only worth $40 now, I'll give you trade-in value for $129."
My man, that's my guy right there.
Yeah.
Shout out this man.
Yeah. So I brought in an old Squire Telecaster that was probably worth $50
Sweet.
that retailed for maybe
$249,
$299,
yeah.
$249, right? Anyway, I filled my car full of all the bullshit that was in my garage at the time that was broken or hadn't been used, and I dropped it on the counter, and he goes,
What do you give me,
"Okay,
Mancini?"
there's $700 worth of bullshit."
Uh-huh.
And the Stratocaster is $1,000, so I was like, "Cool, here's $300." And I walked out with a $1,000 Stratocaster for $300.
Hell yeah.
And all the stuff you were never going to use.
Yeah.
You got rid of all your trash.
Yeah, it was a screaming
Does he still
deal.
work there? I could.
He does not.
Oh,
He
my
does not.
God.
Yeah. So that guitar is my number one.
Still?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's my main recording instrument. It's
Hell yeah.
my main live instrument. It's like a piece of me.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
and it's great
Wait,
because
what color is it?
It's a Sunburst,
Yeah. So
and it's
so I've seen you play with it.
yeah, it's a nitro
Oh,
finish.
what color was the 330? Was
Red.
that
Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
got to be
It's the
red.
one I
Yeah.
showed you.
Yeah.
I
It's
made
gotta
sure
be
to find a
red.
red
You found
one.
his.
Mine was the one that was worth $13,000, not the $6,000 one.
If you look inside, there's a little DW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, funny story with that Stratocaster, because I'm a big believer in that the guitars are like people.
Come on
They're
now.
like friends.
Talk to me.
And you have to treat them right. You have to give them,
Give 'em love.
you got to have the relationship, otherwise they don't reciprocate.
Yep.
You know? So I kind of didn't pay attention to this guitar for the first 3 or 4 years of its life.
If I could sidestep what you just said, there's something about like cleaning the guitar. Yes, there's that.
Yeah.
And then there is they just released the 2022
Whatever.
Telecasters, right?
Gotcha.
And you pick up the black one,
Yeah.
and you're at the store and you go, G,
Yeah.
D,
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
all right. And then you grab the one right next to it and you go G, D. You're like, okay,
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
why? It's the same. It's the same as it's actually just this one's Sunburst, but it's the same guitar
Yeah.
from the same line, but
Yeah. It's different
it's different.
because instruments
Every
they
instrument's different.
have a soul. They have.
Is that what you're
purpose.
itching at, or was it that you need to clean
They're
it?
made of wood, dude. They're made of living
Yeah,
organic
I don't.
material, man.
I don't regularly clean my instruments. I
Okay,
don't
so
really
that's what you're
believe in
into.
that.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that if you clean some instruments want to be cleaned, some don't, and you really have to know. You really have to know which
So
ones
it's really
like
this.
it dirty
it's a
and which ones
personality.
don't.
It's really
Yeah.
this chemistry with an inanimate object.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't
Yeah.
pay attention to the Strat. That's what.
Yeah. And then maybe 2008 or so, Finch had a deal with Fender, and I went and got some bass gear from them, and our rep Alex Perez, the Strat I wasn't really happy with it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I took it to him and I said, "Hey, can you swap pickups for me?" And he just put in noiseless pickups and did I think he changed out the electronics, orange
Like a new
cap
cap. Yep.
resistors and
Yep,
shit
yep.
like that.
Got the
And then
bleed
when I
different.
got that back, he didn't work on the guitar. I'm sure he was like, yeah, the fucking bass player from this fucking band on the bottom of our roster wants me to. He was like the custom shop manager. You know what I mean? Like, he had no business doing
Shout out
me
Alex.
a
Shout out
favor.
Alex. Come on.
Yeah.
And so I got it back, a month or two later or whatever, and I picked it up, and it was like a different guitar.
Yeah.
And it started talking to me and speaking to me. I started writing like really good shit on it, and like
Yes.
it just became like my guy.
Yeah.
So I'm a big believer in that.
Yeah.
I'm a huge believer in that.
Yeah.
Because I still,
There's a reason it took me 10 years to buy a new ride cymbal. Let's just say
Yeah.
that. I love that. I still am gonna play that ride cymbal.
Yeah.
Like I love that fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when
Yeah.
people are just like,
Yeah.
dude, can I play your guitar? I'm like, yes, please, within reason.
Yeah.
But most of my buddies that are like, dude, I like your acoustic guitar. Can I play it? I'm like,
Yeah.
please play it. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I want to play that bass. I'm like, fucking please play that bass.
Yeah.
It needs
Put some
more
life
love.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some more inspiration in that.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, make
thing.
that better.
Yeah.
I'm at 0. Okay?
Yeah. I was exhaling at your place the other night, and I saw the fucking Martin on the wall.
Yeah, no, but Taylor.
Oh, sorry, Taylor.
Taylor.
You have
Oh,
the Martin.
dare you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
what kind of Martin you got?
Oh fuck, I forget.
Didn't ask what kind of Taylor. He's a Martin guy.
He's
See,
Team Martin.
Sorry.
Yeah, fuck it. Just FYI, fuck a Taylor.
Oh,
I have a
No offense, Nick.
I have an
no offense, Nick.
I have an Epiphone Jumbo, so I'm not,
Oh,
I'm not on
nice.
either team.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Nice.
I actually don't even remember the model number. It's the not D28.
Yeah,
It's like their lesser D28,
Yeah, yeah.
basically.
No, you both have way better acoustics
Yeah.
than I.
Yeah,
I do.
I went with Taylor that I got only because I liked it doesn't have any electronics or cuts into it.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
want the body or the shell
Yeah,
fucking
no,
cut
that's-
into.
that's the
And it's
vibe.
got a beveled back, which
Ah,
it
that's
just
nice.
really fucking
That is cool.
bright and
Yeah.
really like in my room if I'm just playing it fucking fills the room real
Yeah,
easily.
yeah.
Those
That's what I
two
like about it.
acoustics sound
Yeah.
completely
Very
different.
Oh,
Very,
yeah.
very different. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's super bassy. That's probably why I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Mine's
a
all just-
9. My other main instrument is my 91 Martin D16.
Sick.
And it was passed down from my mom's still alive, but she gave it to me. Well, I took it.
Thanks, Mom.
It was sitting.
Mom.
It was sitting in the house
Yeah.
for way too long, not being played.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm
So-
sorry.
Yeah.
This
is
is
mine
this
now.
is coming with me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna play it every day. I'm gonna
Yeah.
write. I'm gonna record with it. I'm
As
gonna-
you walk backwards out of her door,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying I'm going to play it every day. I'm going to write with it. I'm gonna...
yeah. And I do. I play it virtually every day, and,
Oh.
Nice.
and it's one of my main recording instruments for acoustic stuff. And then the other important instrument to me is a 1968 Yamaha FG75, which is an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yamaha
a piece of
does-
shit. It's a
Okay.
piece of shit.
It's a beater.
I got it in Berkeley at this beater store for $99.
Fuck
and
yeah.
and I fixed it up a little bit. I had a little bit of work done on it, and it's one of those instruments that just speaks to you.
Yeah.
Like it's
If it
got
feels good, it
it's
feels
got
good, yeah.
songs in it, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's it.
Yeah.
Like whenever I'm, I don't really believe in writer's block at
Yeah.
all. Like
Yeah.
I think that's bullshit.
Just being
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like whenever it's like I need to think about something different, or even if it's like, man, I really feel down or happy or whatever. Sometimes it's like you go to that guitar and it like
That's the
it
one.
gives you the song. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have to work at it.
This
It's
is one of my
great.
favorite conversations,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because
I
the
love
instruments do have lives. They really do.
Oh yeah.
And the same song doesn't get written on the same guitar.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely
no.
not.
I wanted
That's
to
why
ask you
you
this,
have
just
four.
to
So I
segue.
have 1,000 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to segue into this because we kind of glossed over it, and it's a big deal. You guys were writing songs at like age 10 and 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're writing songs at age 10 and 11, who are you drawing from? Who are like the
yeah.
what is making you want to write songs?
What's the songs about?
Yeah, yeah. What you writing about there, bud? At age 10?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we were writing like silly songs
Uh-huh.
about like nachos and
Okay, so,
fucking
but-
punk.
punk,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but Weird Al? Anyone?
Yeah, it was very Weird Al esque.
Hey,
you know,
Blink,
it was more
you know?
about
Yeah.
entertaining ourselves than trying to like create a nice piece of work. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah.
You're not
But-
talking about your heartbreak when you're fucking
yeah,
11.
yeah,
I smell a reunion, right?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
brother,
yeah.
I wrote breakup songs at age 11.
the brother just takes a break from the piano,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he comes into the keyboards with you.
Yeah.
You redo the first record,
Oh.
right? The one on tape.
I haven't listened to that cassette in a long time.
But then you
I should
re-release
probably
it
do that.
on cassette.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
dude. I mean,
Maybe.
marketing 101.
Yeah.
Harry and the Potters.
Yeah. First two purchases right here.
Yeah. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. No problem.
Click here for the Patreon for decafinated teabag, everybody. They're selling
link is
cassettes
below, yeah.
right
The
now.
decafinated teabag, sir.
Reunion. The reunion.
They never haven't been brothers.
Yeah.
They're,
No,
at the, they're at the Fonda next week.
I
Yeah.
think we started learning like form of songs pretty
Right.
naturally.
Verse chorus.
Yeah,
chorus,
and especially now that I really think about it, it's like we were listening to Nirvana.
Mhm.
Now Jane's Addiction doesn't have choruses or any form. It's
Not
just a
really,
jam
no,
band.
yeah.
It is Jane.
Their
But,
form
like-
is still so interesting.
Yeah.
It still sounds cool. Listen to it right now. You're like, where's it? Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's just this the entire
Yeah.
time? Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Led Zeppelin without the chorus.
Yeah.
It's just the riff.
Led Zeppelin was
and the solo section, and that's it. You know, but I think we started like by osmosis or whatever,
yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah.
picking up on form. Of,
No, it's
like,
cool that you had the interest right away, though. Like, because
Yeah.
a lot of people will want to play other band songs and shit, but the
Well,
drive
I
to write
think-
it on your own is.
I
is a
think it
different
was
thing.
like, someone got me like a chord chart and like, very early on. Maybe when I was 13, someone gave me a Siamese Dream like
there you go.
Fuck yeah. It's a-
tab
record.
book.
Favorite
that's such
Pumpkins
a,
record.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
Pumpkins
Yeah,
record.
it's a
too,
great.
Yeah.
Pumpkins are by far one of my favorite bands ever.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
But
Can we?
I
All right.
smoked a lot of
Can-
P-Funks.
Yeah.
My buddy's New Yorker
Oh, yeah.
driving
Oh,
around
yeah.
Detroit.
Can-
Listen to those albums.
Can you hit a top 5 in no particular order? It's not like this is number 1, or can you number 1?
Of
Can you
of
hierarchy-
Pumpkins records?
No.
music.
Like
Of
bands,
music.
because you
that's
said
really hard.
because
Yeah.
you said Pumpkins is definitely, and then you said
yeah.
Lagwagon's
Pumpkins-
definitely, and then okay.
Pumpkins, Clash, Dylan, Beatles, of course.
Which Beatles?
I celebrate
Which record?
all of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm a real appreciator. I'm
too.
a pretty big
Yeah, yeah.
Beatles geek.
I'm a
Okay.
massive one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we're about to get into that.
Yeah. We don't have to.
And then
It's
you have a
long
fifth slot.
Yeah,
conversation.
that's just
I
I
just-
that off air.
I only
Yeah.
have specific
Mics are
questions.
warm.
Yeah. And then probably Muse,
There you go.
because they kind of changed the way I thought about songwriting and performance and stuff like
Cool.
later in
Fuck
life.
yeah.
You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Massively important.
yeah. And then oddly enough, like this one record by the band called Hotelier,
I don't know.
really
This
made it.
one record.
Yeah, no, just
How
one
do you spell it?
record.
Hotel IER.
Yeah, Hotelier, and
Might as well have something to listen to later.
but
Yeah.
yeah, their second record.
Second
God,
record.
I can't remember what it's called now.
I'll look it up. Don't worry. Keep going.
Yep.
Anyway, for whatever, it hit me
That's
at
the
a
one.
time in life. Like it literally was
Yeah.
like,
You've heard that record more times than like everything else.
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
one of them.
If you have a hierarchy of perfect records, that's in it.
For me personally,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Well, that's the only way you can answer, right?
yeah, it's not some sort of academic like
Yeah.
No.
thing. It's like
Absolution Muse is on my
Yeah.
perfect records. I think that's a perfect
Yeah.
record. I'll listen
Yeah.
to it and be like,
yeah,
wow.
but that Hotelier
Home, like no place is there.
no, it's the one after.
It never
that.
goes out. Goodness.
Goodness, yeah. So Goodness hit me at a time when I was super depressed. Everything was going wrong in my life. I was super like fuck this. I want to quit music altogether.
Oh yeah.
And as like a probably 30-year-old man
Yeah.
with a child.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you hear a record like that. I think they were probably like 18 or 19 at the time when they made it, maybe
Sweet.
early 20s.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Oh fuck.
Yeah.
There's a reason to make music. Listen to what these kids are doing. This is fucking incredible."
Okay.
Like, and it just like really like lit the fire.
I
you
need
know?
to go make
Sweet.
some fucking records.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
and I think that's what's really cool about collecting records,
Yes.
Music.
digging bands, and
Yeah.
all that shit. Is like,
Yes.
some 16-year-old kid can blow your mind as a
Oh, yeah.
35-year-old person. It's
Never
like,
stop
whoa.
being hungry
Yeah.
for more
Yeah.
music,
Yeah.
right?
Gotta keep your ear to
If
the
you're
ground.
ripe,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
rotten.
That's it. Yeah.
If you're ripe, you're rotten.
Totally it.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, it's really hard to nail down like a forever top 5 or 10 or
Do
something.
you have a
No, I
desert
get it.
island?
Oh yeah, what's your desert island?
like
Desert island. We're
like
talking
one
a-
record?
Yeah,
Yes,
like you're
one
on the-
record. It's a desert island.
You don't even have Wilson with you, dude.
No,
It's gonna have to
it's
be.
an actual desert island.
I mean, it's.
Take that into
I
consideration.
think it's gonna have to be Abbey Road.
Okay.
we just became best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
You're on the
answer,
same
too.
island.
Yeah, we're on the
Yeah.
same island.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the only song
With
that
the,
plays.
with the
You
same
and
record.
We're
Unfortunately,
fighting
you
over
should
it.
have brought a different record. We would have had 2 to listen to.
Yeah, no, dude, that's my answer too, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's easily.
Yeah, I think
That
that's the
kinda has to be
Beatles
it.
at the
Yeah.
height of their
is.
conflict and creativity,
Yep.
which
Good.
is what makes them what they are.
the best one.
That helps answer my follow-up questions about the Beatles. Like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
encapsulated your Beatles experience
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that one. What are you more Team Lennon or Team McCartney? Or are you a
Lennon.
George guy?
I'm a Lennon guy.
Okay.
Lennon. Okay.
Yeah.
And it takes nothing away from McCartney because I
Yeah.
love McCartney.
Sure.
They're the
like-
Beatles. This is
Yeah.
all preempted with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Beatles.
yeah.
Except
But
for Ringo.
but
Fuck you. he just loves shitting on Ringo.
He does.
but like Lennon's solo career is incredible.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Right.
the records he made as a solo artist are just like they hold all the weight with the
Yeah.
Beatles records. Whereas
Yeah.
McCartney's comes and goes.
Yeah.
Obviously he's talented, writes amazing shit.
Wings was.
Wings was Wings.
Hey, Wings was great.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
jams,
was gonna say
dude.
there's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, on there.
Yeah.
But that's what you do. You're like, Wings was great.
Yep.
You're not going to desert
Okay.
island with wings.
Yeah.
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 Is it gun to your head? Is it Imagine or, is-
Of the Lennon solo stuff, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Imagine Double Fantasy.
Yeah.
Double fantasies.
Yeah.
Just
Really
it's
good.
really about the drum sound on those records,
Okay.
which is
Is
fucking
Phil?
incredible.
I think it's
Yeah,
Phil.
one of them's a Phil Spector record.
Yeah.
But it's really like I feel like that 70s like dead drum sound
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
really nailed on a lot of those
Yeah.
Lennon solo records.
Mhm.
Which is just a really inspiring drum sound to me because you're not hiding behind anything. You're
Yeah.
really hearing the drummer.
So many follow-up questions.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
There's so many.
All right.
Yeah.
But, okay,
great.
so now last follow-up question on Lennon Beatles. What's Lennon's best song in Beatles?
In the Beatles?
Yeah.
Oh.
Our favorite,
Yeah,
not his best.
favorite.
Yeah.
One that you're like, okay, this is still a jam every time I hear it.
Yeah.
I mean,
For Lennon though.
yeah, from
Yeah.
Lennon.
Yeah.
I feel like you just tried to take away a year of his life.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
And these are all tough questions.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
It's
You're
all
gonna
love. It's
sell
all
a piece
love.
of me.
Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe Julia?
Yeah.
Julia's on the
Okay.
White
Very
Album?
good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Very
Because the
good.
chord,
there's no
the
bad
chord
answer.
Weird-ass
structure
chords.
is fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Weird ass chords.
It's a really difficult song.
Yeah.
Glimmering.
Yeah.
There's no bad answer. That's the
Yeah.
good part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that came to my head.
Yeah. I'll tell
Good
you.
answer.
'Cause
I'll tell you.
I'm fascinated with that chord progression.
Great
it's like
song.
why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No.
why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But why not?
Seventh
Yeah.
chords, babe.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're playing shows. What's the first serious band? Like you're playing what instrument? Who's
So the first serious band was a punk band called No Longer, and we're a 3-piece band. I'm playing bass. My friend
Bass.
Ryan's playing drums.
hashtag Trio Fest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Temecula's finest, all three members. How'd you get these guys?
they had a kind of pre-existing garage band, and then I got invited to play bass, and then it kind of the band at that point like decided like, oh cool, we're gonna do stuff now.
We're good. We like this.
Yeah, we
Let's-
have a bass player. Because really, that's like the issue
We're an actual band
in
now.
high
Yeah,
school
yeah.
is like once you complete either the 4-piece or the 3-piece or the
Yeah.
5, whatever your ambitions are.
Yeah.
When you get that new player, it's like cool, we're a band now.
Now we're a band.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter that you only have 2 songs and one of them's only half done.
Yeah.
You're a band.
Yeah.
You know.
But this is the original songs, and now backyard shows, all originals. Are you
Yeah.
covering things too?
Did we do cover songs? Yeah, we probably played like a Pennywise song or
Coming up,
something.
did you only ever cover like punk rock songs, like the songs you already knew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not very good with cover songs.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I have a really terrible memory, and like I have to relearn my own songs all the time. It's really bad.
Yeah.
I
So-
refuse to learn songs.
Yeah.
I have a notebook at the gigs. I'm like, fuck this.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to give him new pages for us
Yeah.
to expand the cover set.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
there's room.
Yeah.
There's room.
There's always been room.
Yeah.
But
We
will
just
I
need a
do it?
printer. I just need a printer. I need to surprise you with 20 new pages.
Yeah,
You just
Yeah.
need a teleprompter, really.
Uh,
You just need to
Yeah.
upgrade.
You hear this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
no.
Teleprompter
When you're right,
with
you're
the
right.
chord progression.
Yeah.
I mean, we have
Thinking way too
we use
small.
Yeah.
Ultimate tabs or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's perfect because we just all you gotta do is look up.
We still need
anything
an
now.
iPad.
We do.
iPad on a music stand in the middle
We
of
just
us,
so like,
Yeah.
all right,
so we can have
play
phones
the
in it.
one that's got 1,364 reviews. Okay, go.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. Cool. The transpose up too. All right.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I hate transposing.
Are you in T-Max soon? Because we are.
Yeah. That's next 2
Next
weeks.
Friday.
I think it
Where are
is.
you playing?
Old
Old
Town.
Town Blues Club.
It's called Old Town
I
Blues
do-
Club. It's on Front
You know
Street.
what? It's
Used to be called
fairly
Lucky
good.
Stone.
So last time I went to Temecula, I went to visit.
Did you black out? You
A friend of
exhaled
mine
there.
to go pick up some gear, and usually when I go to Temecula, I drive straight to my parents' house and then I drive straight home.
They're still there.
Yeah,
Right on.
Dude, I do love Temecula. I mean, just as far as like visiting.
yeah.
He hates
Like,
that he grew up
he-
there.
yeah, he's from
I
there.
know.
No,
Yeah.
so I had to drive like a decent way, like a different route through the city to get to my buddy's house, and like it just brought back all kinds of weird trauma and memories and stuff, and I was like, "Fuck this place." So to answer your question, I haven't been to Old Town Temecula in quite some time.
Right.
Like what? When do you think the last time you went? What year do
wanna
you
say
think the last
Old
time
I'm
you were there?
I'm gonna say 6 years ago.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Not that bad.
It's still
Yeah.
party zone.
Yeah.
It's still
What's
a bunch of old people.
what's the barbecue place across the street? Corner.
I don't remember.
It's about a block away from Gambling Cowboy or whatever the hell that fucking place is on the second floor. It's like
See,
a fancy
I don't even know.
steakhouse.
I don't even know.
He's distanced
There's
himself.
a
Yeah.
I know.
There's a lot of blocking going on in my brain.
Yeah, yeah. There's a
So
lot of repression here.
yeah.
Got my deflector going.
There you go.
It was on a weird angle, wasn't it? It was fighting
I
with
think
you.
you're good.
You had a fucking
Okay,
weird
yeah, yeah.
angle.
I think it's
You're a
good.
weird angle.
I think I'm ruining it by just touching the mic.
You can't ruin it.
No, you can't. The plugins we have going through, oh, we're gravy. Yeah, that
Nice.
computer is set up.
Nice.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'll take one more. But my first real band, that band gigged around and stuff, was a band called Beta Factor, and we
Beta Factor.
worked really hard on writing songs. At that time, I had got my first Pro Tools rig. I was
Nice.
18 or
Fuck
19.
Yeah.
Someone ran into my old VW, and I got an insurance check because it bent the frame, and so they
Ooh.
gave me the total
Totaled.
cost of the car. It was total.
Nice.
So I got a check for like $2,200 or something because it was a '72 Volkswagen Squareback. that was my first car.
That's pretty cool, though.
Nice.
So it was still drivable, but the frame was bent, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck it,
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not
Gimme.
gonna fix this car."
Yeah.
I'm young. Nothing bad can happen.
Yeah. So I went and bought a Mac G4 and a Digi 001
Yes.
Pro Tools system.
Hey, we got
Yeah.
an 03 around here somewhere.
Yeah. And
001,
started
hell yeah.
recording my band and every other band in town.
were the recording
Just like
garage.
that?
I was the guy.
Yeah.
Dude, old Pro Tools used to be so much nicer than it is now. Way less shit. Way less shit, dude.
I don't know. I don't know. It was really difficult.
I remember
really
back in the day,
difficult.
there was not a bunch of input-output craziness. There wasn't 1 billion plugins. There wasn't.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
my
You also
card.
couldn't do anything, but
My,
but
my-
I like the limitation. I kind of
Yeah.
missed the limitation because I treated it.
Yeah.
I learned to use it like a tape machine,
Yeah.
where you like get the takes,
Yeah.
and like,
Get it
that's
good
about
going
it.
in.
Yeah,
Now
because
just
literally I
overwhelming.
taught myself out of the manual.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
And you
with a
read the
giant
fucking
book.
manual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and because
01 rack, a 2-channel
Yeah.
rack. Did you just have it?
well, it was 2 pre's and then 6 inputs, so we could do 8 tracks
Oh.
at once.
There you
So
go.
eventually, we collected enough stolen microphones and stands from
Yeah.
from shows and other people and friends to where we could like mic a drum set. And so we started to learn how to do that. Me and my
Oh, yeah.
brother
Dude,
and my
how old were you
bandmates.
at that point?
18, 19.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
I
wild
was the
thing.
guy that was recording everyone in the garage
Nice.
in high school. It was
So you just
super
start
fun.
working on everyone's records.
Yeah, it was great.
Dude, where's your songwriting credit, man?
yeah, this shit don't exist.
So then Pro
then it
Tools,
was just
like-
push and record.
Yeah.
Born Pro Tool.
Act fast, think straight. Take a hand, can leave it up to fate. No, slow down, can't wait. Listen now before it's too late. Oh, and you know now she's running up the gate now. And you know she's running. I've been awake all night, I'm just sleepless. I'm not afraid, I might, I'll just say it. You had me at hello. I swear I never let you go. I've been awake all night, I can't shake this. You had me at hello. You swore you never let me go. Now you're running out the gate while I'm yelling out the window. I'm yelling out the window. I'm yelling out the window. Couldn't act fast, couldn't think straight. Well, if this is love, then why would we wait? Should I slow down? Should I save face? Should I kiss her now before she gets away? I've been awake all night, I'm still sleepless. I'm not afraid of fine, I'll just say it. You had me at hello. I swear I never let you go. I've been awake all night, I can't shake this. You had me at hello. You swore you never let me go. Now you're running out the gate while I'm yelling out the window. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. I've been awake all night, I'm just sleepless. Stuck in my head, I know this is pointless. I'm not afraid of fine, I'll just say it. You had me at hello. I swear I never let you go. I've been awake all night, I can't shake this. You had me at hello. You swore you never let me go. Now you're running out the gate while I'm yelling out the window. Now you're running out the gate while I'm yelling out the window. You know, she's running. You know, and she was my everything.